So we have driven up to Kissimmee to see Karim. And Karim is from Antigua, and he's been living here for more than 20 years. He's got certain restrictions in the front yard, but of course he has to grow as much tropical fruit as possible. So hopefully he can show us how he does that and what he's growing.
Yep, I have a restriction in the front and the side of the house.
Well, it looks like we're into the serious area here. Not that that wasn't serious, but my goodness, you have a lot of container plants here.
Yes, a lot of container plants. And usually I have more stuff growing over here, but I've let that getting out of hand.
Sort of like a seasonal garden, vegetables and stuff?
Vegetables and stuff. I had a lot of vegetables there, but I also had a lot of bugs eating the leaves and just having a feast, so I figure I'll wait until during the cold season. I don't have that problem.
Right.
My lettuce grows pretty good, my cabbages, but during the summer I've been having that issue, and I didn't want to spray anything, so I figure I'll just wait.
Yeah, just have them go someplace else, and then start planting delicious things.
After they all disappear.
So right here you have a whole lot of container plants, and you've been growing them here for a while, or what?
Yes, I didn't want to do the concrete thing, but doing the concrete would be the only way that T would come out here, because she's afraid of bugs and stuff like that, and she also loves the fruit trees, so I had to compromise and do more pots here, and that way she could come out and the kids could come out. But yeah, I've been doing these things in pot for a long time. Before I even put stuff in the ground, I start off doing the container growing.
So what's your oldest plant here in a pot?
My oldest plant here in the pot is a sugar apple tree that's about, before my girls, her dad passed, so maybe about 11 years or so. And it's still doing good. And I had two others that was a bit older, but they died.
So how do you keep things alive? I mean, you have a regular schedule that you water them on?
Yes, and I tend to, this is kind of like a workout for me as well, so I just use buckets. Fill the bucket up.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like you're lacking exercise.
Yeah, no, not at all. So I tend to use the buckets. Sometimes I add a little bit of seaweed extract and Epsom salt, and that's usually the main thing that I use to. A little bit of fish emulsion now and then. I just water them with a bucket. Most of the bigger ones will get like a full bucket every maybe about 3 days if it doesn't rain. It rains a lot in the afternoon, so the past couple of months I haven't been watering too much, which is good, save me on the water.
So what kind of soil do you use? Is it different or in all the pots, or do you have a sort of a theme?
Some of them are different in the pot. The mango soil I tend to mix myself because I had one mango tree that died from using like the soil that you buy at the store, and I immediately just thought that was the issue without even trying it again.
Yeah, a lot of times there's too much organic matter, and especially I've heard that anything with pine bark is not good for mangoes.
Okay.
And so some of those soils have chipped up pine bark or something, and it's also at least for us, a lot of sand, the coarse sand in the soil is helpful.
Yeah, I tend to use more of a sandy soil. I mix the soil mostly with the organic manure and then the topsoil.
Oh, you got it's just like a garden center right here.
Yeah.
You've got your cypress mulch and topsoil and composted manure.
Yep.
And what else?
A little bit of gardening soil for the raised beds that I have. Yep. I tend to have a lot more, but I've been using them up a lot. So I tend to mix I have a big bag of perlite that I also mix to get good drainage. So I tend to do that most of the time. And yeah.
So you've gotten fruit from a lot of these trees then?
Yes, I get fruit from almost everything. Yeah.
Of course, one of the things that is to your favor with the concrete is that it probably reduces the amount of pests that you have.
Yes, it does.
You know, it's you know, not only does it discourage the insects, but also it seems like you wouldn't have as much fungus and stuff that because there's no place for it to hide.
Right. Yeah, no fungus at all, really. I mean, most of my citrus trees I don't know, citrus just have a problem sometimes.
Yeah.
So they're a lot very finicky. So those take the most care, I would say, the citrus trees. Everything else is fairly simple to deal with. But everything, just one I got for you. I got this one for you. That Andrew.
It came in a different pot.
And this graham I got 5 mangoes from this summer. And I think I got it last year. I know it's just nosy. And yeah, so I actually allow them. You know, some people will say, "Oh, but the tree is too small." I really don't want it to get big. So
right, yeah, it's you know, you can get a lot more trees in when they're small, and it's you know, you get a lot more fruit for the whole area if you have more small trees.
Yeah, I allow pretty much almost once they flower, I never cut them off at all. Yeah, I was gonna prepare some graft bud.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm seeing some over here. Yeah. It looks like you can use it.
Yep. I just let those. I forgot about those.
So when do you pot these up into larger containers? Is it like on a schedule, or how? When it looks like it's gotten too big, or what do you do?
You know, sometimes you could tell from. Sometimes they just start drying out faster than usual, and you know I usually feel around the edge and see if all the feeder roots are out, and usually grab them and rock them back and forth. And most of the times, if I could kind of lift them up safely by the trunk, I kind of figure that it's time to repot them. Yeah. But I let them go as long as possible. And sometimes I'll unplug these and see if there's roots at the bottom. And you know, the mango roots have a certain smell. I don't know if you realize that. Yeah, so I'll use one of these and I'll poke inside to see if the roots are all down there, and I could smell it. Most of the sugar apples as well, I could smell the roots by poking it at the bottom.
So it looks like you have some sugar apples on the tree here.
Yeah.
That surprises me because we're pretty much out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, let them.
We got green and red here.
Yep. It's mauve.
Yeah,
mauve.
Yes. So we've got one that you could pick. It looks like, and then we got some large ones down here.
Another one there. Got a couple of them hanging out all over.
And we have green back here.
Yep.
So I guess your season is just a little bit later than ours.
Yeah, and I think it's because I actually hand pollinate them.
Oh wow, look at all these.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
That one has a lot.
Yeah, I thought that sugar apples were going to be a treat for you, and you're like the source in Kissimmee for sugar apples.
No, it's still a treat for us. It's her favorite fruit, so she eats 90% of them. I get the leftovers. Like I'll purposely let one drop because she won't want it, and that's mine. Yep.
And then you got all sorts of citrus. It looks like are those like lime pots? Is that right?
Those I believe tangerine of some sort. This one, and that one is
Yeah, this one looks like some kind of cloth.
Yeah, this is calamander.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hey, guess I need to get my eyes checked. They look like they were longer. And let's see what
this
else
one
we
never
have.
fruits. This is a cherry moya, I guess is the location.
It's cherimoya?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it definitely needs some colder temperatures for cherimoya.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
It's
sometime.
given me
we can-
flowers, and I've hand pollinated before, but it never really set the fruit properly. It's set, but then they fall right off.
Ah,
Yeah. This does the same thing as well. This is a red custard apple.
it looks nice and healthy.
Yeah.
I guess you're not growing it for the leaves, though.
No, not this. Yep, and the citrus do pretty good. Those are oranges. No, those are lemon.
I almost picked all of these. They almost were.
She's the picker.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. You have such diversity here.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so your plans coming up for the winter is you're going to plant some more vegetables? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
I'm going to plant a lot more vegetables. And I have a lot of seedlings. I started a lot of seedlings. And I took them over by her brother. Her brother has like 6 acres, but they didn't come too good. Not too far from here. Because it's a lot of wild hogs and stuff that just
Oh, yeah,
destroy it.
yeah.
So I try not to do too much of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, usually this whole area is pot with
My
vegetables.
herb, my cooking stuff.
So, besides the growing vegetables in the winter, what other long-term plans do you have here? It looks like you're pretty well set, but I figure you might have something that you want to do going forward in the next few years.
Yeah, we will get a.
Well, you have a lot over there already.
We have a lot. We have some property with her brother, but we
Okay.
just have a lot of oak trees, and we need to get them cut down first before we start doing anything. So transfer most of the potted stuff there. So that would be the plan here. Yep.
So you're going to have a grove in another location, and then you have your immediate stuff
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
and
Yeah. Quick, come out and
Yep.
pick whatever you need.
But the idea is 100% just to eat.
Yeah.
You know,
If you can't eat it, it's not welcome here.
right? Yes,
Exactly.
just to eat. Yep.
You saw the cherries? You saw the cherries on?
Oh, we
Well,
gotta
they
go- we
did.
gotta go.
Yeah,
We
I
gotta
guess
go to
that's
that
what-
side.
If we didn't
Yeah.
pick them all, our neighbors probably did.
Yeah.
So we all found out, T, that you don't like bugs.
No. Look at you see me, I'm gonna go inside there. Y'all know already. I'm sorry. I'm a New Yorker.
The concrete area is because of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not being afraid of bugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't come out here when it was just, grass, but now, it's a reason. And I have to eat, so I make it out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of tasty things
Yeah,
back here.
yeah.
Yep.
The key limes are my favorite, though.
Yeah, those are good.
That always have key limes on it.
Yeah.
We don't drink water without lime, so it's pretty handy.
Yeah, I remember those days. Back before we had 52 citrus trees taken out of our place.
Yeah, I remember. I see that you said that.
Key lime is one of my favorites, though.
Yeah, they're my favorites as far as citrus goes.
So let's go look at the side yard and we'll do the
And you see
whole
back
thing.
here as well,
Oh.
right?
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't do behind the fence there,
Yeah.
the little picket fence.
Those are 2 big. Can walk over here.
Soursop is one that, yeah, I was thinking, but then, do you get fruit of this one?
We've gotten several fruits off of them.
Okay, so that's a big deal for me, because even in South Florida, a lot of people don't get soursop during the winter, and because of the winter, the plants lose a lot of leaves from the
Yeah.
cold.
If you can
But
see
here,
the-
like you're in Kissimmee, and you got soursop
You got
on this
soursop,
tree.
yep.
So I think that's a big deal.
and it's flowering right now. The wind was blowing a lot, so it blew off a lot of it. But yeah, we've gotten 3 fruits of that one in the back, and like 2 off of this one.
So, it's got a lot of organic matter here. You built it
Yeah.
up a foot here and then another foot up in the back.
Yeah.
So, tons of organic matter. And probably pretty well watered.
And I don't water back there at all.
Okay, it's just all the organic matter that's
All the
holding
organic
the
matter,
water.
yep.
So you think that's why you get fruit up here?
I believe so. I
And
believe
you've got
so.
some protection from the different houses and the fence
In the
too.
fence, yeah, and the banana trees within it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
Yeah, and I tend to drink the leaves more than anything.
Yeah, that's a good health benefit I've heard too.
Yep. This is I'd say one of my favorite fruit, different from mangoes, because I could actually drink the leaves every day.
Uh-huh. So then you have more cactus in the back, prickly pear, and then you have some dragon fruit.
That's
Looks
dragon
like.
fruit. Yep.
So do you get fruit on the dragon fruit?
I've had that for a very long time as well, maybe about 8 years, and I've gotten maybe 2 fruits off of it.
It's more than I've gotten.
Oh yeah? I don't know if I water it too much or
Well,
I really
does it
don't know.
flower a lot for you?
it flowers a lot.
Yeah, I think you have to hand pollinate them.
Oh,
And there's
okay.
like a little vacuum cleaner thing, that little handheld thing that if you vacuum out the pollen in the afternoon and blow it back up in
Oh.
the evening, then you get a lot of the fruit.
Okay, well, maybe that's the issue. Yeah, because it has several flowers, and then I end up getting only 1 fruit, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird, but maybe that's what it is. And pollinating. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Is that
5.
guava back there?
Yep, there's 2 pink lady guava in the back.
Yeah, and then there's
And this is
cattleya.
cattleya guava, and this one is a cherry of the Rio Grande. And then I have shampoo ginger. Have you seen that before?
I have not. I have
Nope.
regular ginger, but this cattleya guava fruit here.
Yep.
And you got the
Those in between, so.
other one there. So what's the difference with the shampoo?
The shampoo ginger actually make a bulb.
Okay, because I don't like the taste of shampoo. So I
Oh,
just I like
And
the
this one
taste
is
of ginger.
like maybe you wash your. It's good to wash hands or wash your hair,
It's good for your hair.
and if you squeeze it a little bit,
Oh, it turns out.
it lets the shampoo ginger water out.
Ah, yeah,
Yep.
that's something.
And it turns pink.
It just always looks so tropical wherever ginger's growing.
Yeah,
But
yep.
yeah, that's amazing.
Very unique. And it just keeps letting it out. Like,
So you wash your hair in that?
yep.
Like not
Rub it on
every
your
day.
skin.
Though,
Not
but
every day, no.
Yeah, just
As
like
much as I
special
have.
occasions kind
Yes,
of thing.
yeah. Yep. Put it on your skin, and it's pretty good.
Oh, that's very
And
interesting.
it's non-irritant. Well, for me, it's not.
Yeah.
For my family, so it's very
Okay.
soft. Yeah.
So you grow a whole lot of fruit for your family. And
Yeah.
This
And there's an avocado tree in between there too. Bradenton is right on the other side of the south side. You can look at that just to see how it's so close to the soursop, and it's still dry pretty good.
Yeah, having all these plants next to each other certainly helps with the cold too.
Yes, it does. Yep.
You got sugar cane here.
We got sugar cane.
Does that freeze back?
No,
No.
no. I don't know if it's the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Everything being so close together. That's the avocado tree right between
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you get the avocados from that, or do the squirrels get
I
them?
haven't gotten any avocado yet. And I don't haven't gotten any avocado at all. And
Yeah.
it's a pretty old tree as well.
Yeah. Sometimes they fruit better with another avocado. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Day is one of the ones that also tolerates the cold day, and winter Mexican is another one. So if there's, you might consider putting one somewhere, or even just grafting a branch onto it.
Onto it, yeah.
It might help your chances.
Yep. That grafting the branch onto it would be the thing to do. Because the space is so limited.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and they're easy to graft.
Yeah. Oh, they are?
Yeah.
In comparison to mangoes?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be one that I definitely do.
Okay, so we're off to the side yard.
Yep.
We've already seen 4,000 plants, but there's a few more. I bet your neighbors like looking down on all these plants.
Yes, they always talk about my trees, and I ask them if they want bananas, and I think they're afraid to grow. This one
It's
always
work,
give me
it's
issue. I don't know why.
What kind is that?
This is coconut cream.
That's
Not
a-
coconut cream.
no.
Ice cream.
That's ice cream.
Ice cream,
Yeah.
yeah, ice cream sort of, well, I'm not sure, how, I never had it in a pot for that long,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems like once it gets going, it really,
You guys want some water?
really gets, help, it really seems to get itself.
There's water in the fridge outside, T. In the freezer. Yeah, because it was good at one point.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the potting soil or
Mhm.
what, but, it seems like it's got, a pretty good sized trunk, and
Yeah.
it seems like it should be getting better than that.
And I've switched the potting soil a couple of times. Because I've had it for a long time. Including the Julie and the Kit mango. I've killed several Julie mango, and it's one of my favorites. They just don't.
Thank you.
Don't survive too long.
Yeah, I would try a different soil and
Mhm.
possibly a smaller pot.
Smaller pot.
It seems like sometimes mangoes don't do great in big, like they're better when they're not in a huge space.
Mhm.
And since it's sort of smaller, that's a 25-gallon pot. I'd maybe put it in a 15-gallon pot or
15, okay,
something, and
yeah.
make sure that whatever soil you have has like some sand in it and not pine bark.
Okay.
And it might work.
Mhm. Okay.
But I mean, it certainly has been big in the past, and I wouldn't give up on it.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. Even when it's down to the stump, I'll still eat it.
Nice mango, right?
Yeah. Yep. This one is a seedling that gave me some mangoes too.
Oh yeah. How were the mangoes?
Not very
Not
good.
great?
So now I'll graft. It was just a little project. I kind of liked the way it was growing, like with these swirls around it. And I
Yeah,
figured,
it's nice having the different multiple trunks there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty tree.
Yeah. So I might just do a Frankenstein on that.
Yeah. Top work it to something you love.
Yeah.
How do you eat the aloe?
We cut the inside out,
Right?
and let it sit in water for about 5-10 minutes, and then just blend it up in smoothies. I'll just kind of take a shot of that and then a shot of ginger.
And you're set for like a year. It sounds like you have like a really healthy diet, and
Except
a
for
lot
a
of
day.
it is what you're growing too.
Yeah.
My mom's 80 and she complains about it all the time. So you guys eat too healthy now. I'm like, Mom, you're 80. We want to get to your age.
Yeah. Caramel, that
Well, this was within that in the back that fence. It was doing good, but it just wasn't producing at all. So I think I'll bring it in the food. And for some reason, I don't like this variety.
Well, it's also another easy thing to graft. So, yeah, if you don't like it, wait till it starts growing a lot and cut it back and then graft onto the new shoots.
Okay.
You could get a couple of varieties on that same tree, because they grow real fast. So it'd be a fun way to use the tree.
Yep.
No sense getting rid of it.
No, not at all. Yeah, that would be a good idea to do. I was figuring I would leave it like that, put another one here maybe with a different variety, but grafting onto it would be good. Being that I already have here, I'm not going to just grafting, so.
Right. Yeah, if you're gonna put
The
it
tree has one cherry. I think it left one for Chris. I don't know.
No, it's not right. This is like growing all year.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice and healthy. I see that unripe one and several green ones there. And a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
So anything that you do in particular, just the same,
the same.
organics matter?
Lots of organic matter, yeah. It's very deep with the organic matter. just organic matter. And these out here, I tend to give them a little bit more of the fishy motion. Because the dog don't attract to these because she don't get out there. But
The
the
cherry
fishy
one?
motion in there, she kind of, she go at the plants a lot.
Right. Where's the fish? I smell it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I do out here most. Fishy motion and the mulch.
The cherry's gone?
Oh yeah, that one doesn't
This
have
one,
it.
there's a cherry on this one.
It's not right.
Oh,
It just looks
okay.
like that from there.
Alright. Alright, guys.
Thank
you.
Birds love this plant as well.
Yeah.
That one is a shire plant, shire spinach. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, it's obviously related to papaya, but I have not grown that.
Yeah.
At least I don't know that I've grown it. It might have started on its own somewhere.
Yep, this is all
Long
it for the
end, yeah.
side. Long end, yep.
What kind of long game?
This one is a seedling. I was kind of skeptical of what, being that this side is so open, on what to, so I just figured let me just try a seedling, and if they don't say anything, then I'll maybe grab something onto it, or...
Yeah, get them comfortable with
Yes,
it.
yeah. That's what I keep trying to do. Get them comfortable with it, and then I'll do something different. And this is a big leaf mulberry. This one goes pretty good as well.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, this one likes the manure a lot.
Yeah, lots of happy plants.
Yep.
I think that's the end of the tour.
That's the
We've
end of
gotten
the
to
tour,
the front yard now, but yeah, you've done an amazing job here.
Thank you,
Karim.
thank you,
It's, thanks for showing us all your different microclimates and my goodness, the food production for the whole neighborhood practically.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for the ones that's afraid to actually grow some stuff, you know.
So I know it takes a lot of work, but
Yes, it does.
that's your exercise, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I guess you probably exercise other than that.
And that's
but-
my hobby too. I enjoy doing it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not the bar type or the hangout type, so I just do this with my boys and my two kids, and it's fun.
Yeah, it's great.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks again.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for stopping by.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.